Dear child, the angels have guided me to share something deeply meaningful with you. They ask that you pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and allow these words to enter your heart with love and understanding. There is a message here for you, and it speaks to the most sensitive and tender parts of your being. There is something from your past. Perhaps a choice you made, something you said in a moment of frustration, or even an attitude you carried that left a deep mark. No matter how much time has passed or how much life has moved on, this person still carries that memory. It's as if this moment, this experience is like a flame that never went out. The angels aren't here to judge you. They simply invite you to reflect on this, to understand the depth of what has been felt for this person. The events that unfolded between you two still affect them deeply. It might seem trivial to you, something you've already forgotten or no longer consider important. But for them, it has become a defining memory. It has transformed into something much bigger, a symbol of love, regret, longing, pain, or maybe even all of those things. Think about it, like planting a seed. When you took that action, said those words, or made that decision, you had no idea how deeply it would affect them at the time. It might have seemed harmless, but over time it grew. It took root in their heart and became something powerful. What seemed like a small seed at first has blossomed into something that still holds strong emotions for them. Today, the angels want you to understand that every word you spoke, every gesture you made, and every choice you took in this relationship has become alive in this person's heart. The good memories bring warmth and comfort, but the ones that carry pain or doubt have become thorns. They can't remove. They may feel trapped between wanting to forget and needing to hold on to something that, despite the pain it brings, is part of who they are. The angels show that this person can't simply erase this memory. It's woven into the fabric of their being, a art, part of their history and identity. Take a moment to think about your own feelings when you reflect on this person and your shared past. Are there unresolved hurts or things left unsaid? Do you still long for closure or understanding? The angels want you to know that healing is possible for both of you. It doesn't matter who holds more of the weight from the past. Both of you can find peace. This journey of healing is about releasing the burden of pain and finding clarity. No matter how heavy the past feels, even though there may be silence between you, that emotional connection still exists. Silence has become this person's way of communicating what they can't put into words. They might not know how to express their feelings, and you might not even realize how much that silence speaks to them. The pain they carry isn't just sadness. It's a mix of emotions. There's longing, admiration, regret, and sometimes a wish that things could have been different. They may feel that if they had said something differently or acted differently, things would have turned out better. But they also realize that no matter how much they wish they could change the past, the lessons they've learned from this experience cannot be erased for this person. Every moment with you, even the small ones, has turned into something they relive in their mind. A simple conversation, a gesture, something you may have thought was insignificant has become a symbol for them. They wonder why you said those things, why you made certain choices, and they reflect on how things might have been different if only they had done something differently. But deep down, they also realize that even if they could go back and change things, the lesson they are meant to learn from this experience would still remain. Regret is a powerful emotion, and it pulls them in two directions. On one hand, They wish they could turn back time and correct their actions. But on the other hand, they understand that changing the past would take away the opportunity to grow and learn from it. The angels reveal that this person is caught in this duality, a cycle of love and pain that still connects them to you. It's like they are trapped between the past and the present, longing for resolution and peace. But what about you, dear? Soul, do your own wounds speak to you in silence too? Do you carry unspoken emotions, things you never got to say or feel? The angels want you to know that they are with you, offering healing for any pain you've held on to. Just as this person struggles in silence, you might be holding on to your own hurts or unanswered questions. But the angels want you to know that you are not alone. They're here to help guide you both toward healing in this person's life. There is a struggle that no one sees on the surface. They may appear to be moving forward with work, relationships, or daily life, but inside, they are still carrying the weight of everything that happens between. It's like an open book. They can't to down one, that they revisit in their mind over and over. We remember every chapter with a mixture of affection, sadness, and sometimes regret. They may even find themselves thinking about your smile, your words, and yes, even the times you disagreed to them. Even those moments hold special meaning. What this person truly desires is an opportunity to talk to you again, not to try and relive the past or seek some sort of reunion, but to bring closure, peace, and understanding to what has been broken. However, fear of rejection, pride, or uncertainty about how you would respond prevents them from reaching out. They are afraid that opening up might make things more complicated, or that they won't find the right words to express how they feel. The angels want you to understand that this hesitation isn't about a lack of feeling, but about fear of what might happen if they open their heart. Healing for both of you does not come from quick answers or easy fixes. It comes from understanding patience and taking small steps toward healing. The angels want you to know that time is a teacher for this person. Time is helping them see what really matters for you. Time is bringing clarity about what you deserve and how you can heal any part of you that still feels impacted by the past. So take a moment to listen to your heart. What does it say? Are there things you still need to express trust in the healing process? The angels show that this experience, as painful as it might have been, is bringing deep lessons to both of you. This person is learning to value what was shared with you while you are being guided, to understand that no matter what happened, your light has never stopped shining. The angels want to remind you of the unspoken truths that still exist between you. There are words that were never said, emotions that were never shared, and feelings that were left in silence. Even the things that weren't said hold their own strength and meaning. They continue to echo in your hearts, even if you don't realize it. These unspoken words are a part of your connection, and the angels want you to pay attention. Something transformative may be coming into your life soon, and it could bring new revelations. The angels are showing me that this person has been struggling internally with feelings and thoughts about your relationship, especially the unresolved emotions and unspoken words from the past. They know that there were things left unsaid and certain truths weren't fully shared between you. It feels like an invisible thread keeps pulling them back to the moments you both had, almost as if they're trying to make sense of what those moments truly meant. You might recall moments when you felt like something was left when there was more to share. but either the moment didn't feel right or circumstances prevented it. This feeling of unfinished business isn't just something experiencing, it's something they are feeling too. They are grappling with the realization that there were words left unspoken, and this has created a space where they constantly reflect on what was said, and the universe is working behind the scenes to allow these lost words to manifest, helping both of you find understanding and relief. The angel described your connection as so intense that even the silence between you speaks volumes in the quiet spaces where nothing was said. They've been trying to interpret every gesture, pause, and farewell between you. They wonder if you understood what they felt or what they were trying to say, but couldn't even without answers. This internal conversation helps them find some peace and clarity with time and distance. This person has begun to see things from a new perspective. What once seemed simple or insignificant is now being understood on a much deeper level. They now realize the depth of what you offered each word you spoke. Each action you took carries a much greater meaning than they initially realized. This clarity brings mixed feelings. On one hand, they feel gratitude for what you shared, but on the other hand, they regret that they didn't express themselves more clearly. Despite this newfound understanding, they are filled with fear. They wonder, is it too late? Are you still open to listening? The fear of rejection is weighing heavily on them, and it's a conflict they carry daily. The angels are asking you to be patient. The right moment for this conversation will come, but it's not here yet. You are being encouraged to reflect on this connection and what it meant to you. Is there something you still wish you could say? Something you've kept hidden in your heart? This is the time to bring those feelings into the light, if only for your own peace of mind. At the same time, the angels encourage you to keep your heart open, but with wisdom. It's not about revisiting the past or going back to where you were, but about finding the closure and peace you need to move forward. Whether that means finding closure with this person or moving on, knowing everything has been said and understood, the choice is yours. The angels are guiding you toward an emotional transformation. What has been left behind will not be forgotten, but it will become a source of learning and growth. This will lead you to a new understanding of love and connection. The pain of the past will eventually turn into relief, healing, and insight. There's something deeply significant about your connection with this person, an invisible yet powerful thread that binds you. The connection isn't a random event, it's part of a greater divine plan. This connection has a purpose to teach both of you something important for them. You were like a mirror reflecting truths they weren't ready to face. And for you, they represented a challenge, a way to learn more about your worth and your capacity to love without losing yourself in the process. The angels show that even if you've tried to move on or let go of this connection, the emotions between you keep resurfacing. Perhaps you've had sudden, long, random thoughts about them, or even dreams that remind you of your shared moments. This keeps happening because the thread between you is filled with energy that continues to vibrate even when there's no contact. They feel the same way. The angels reveal that even though the connection is strong, both of you resist it at times. There have been efforts on both sides to ignore or sever this invisible bond. But the truth is, the connection cannot be erased. Often, this resistance comes from fear. Fear of getting hurt again, fear of being vulnerable, or fear of making the same mistakes. But the angels want you to know that behind every fear lies an opportunity for growth, and healing. There's more to be learned from this connection than you may realize. The angels also show that this person is beginning to feel an overwhelming pull to reconnect with you. It's not just longing or regret that's driving this feeling. It's a deeper understanding that you represent something feel in their life. They want to reach out, but their doubts and fears are still holding them back. They don't know how you'll respond, and that uncertainty is preventing them from acting. Be prepared, because the moment of reconnection could come unexpectedly. The angels are asking you to be ready, as this reconnection may happen in a way you aren't anticipating for them. This reconnection will be more than just an attempt to re-establish contact, will be a way to heal the pain that was left unresolved between you. They are being guided by the angels to learn about vulnerability, about opening their heart and allowing love to transform them for you. The lesson is about trust, not just trusting others, but also trusting yourself and the path the universe is guiding you toward the angels. Ask that you approach this connection with compassion, understanding that even the pain it carried had a higher purpose. As you both continue to process the feelings and lessons this connection brought into your lives, there's room for a new beginning, a new reality. This new beginning doesn't need to repeat the mistakes of the past, but can be built on the lessons and growth you've both experienced. However, this new reality can only come to fruition if both of you are willing to let go of pride. Express the feelings you've been holding back and accept that sometimes life leads us down unexpected paths. Trust in the divine timing of the universe. Everything is folding in its own time, and the angels are making sure all the details fall into place. No matter what happens, you are being guided on a journey of self-love and discovery. This journey will help you grow and find your way. Whether or not it's with this person, a turning point is approaching in this person's life. After a long period of hesitation and self-reflection, they are finally ready to take a step that could change everything. The weight of silence and regret has become too heavy, and they feel that in order to move forward, they need to open their heart to you. This is not an easy decision for them, as they still carry fears of rejection, doubts about your willingness to listen, and worries about not expressing themselves correctly. But the angels show that love is beginning to win over fear. This person is starting to realize that hiding their feelings is no longer an option. Every thought of you, every shared memory, is pulling them closer to the truth. They can no longer ignore how much you mean to them, despite the growing desire to approach you. There is still fear holding them back. Fear of you no longer caring, or of time and distance having erased everything you once shared. The angels want you to be aware of their fears. They're not asking you to lower your boundaries or ignore your truth, but they do ask that you be open to receiving this person with compassion, if that's what your heart desires. The angels are working behind the scenes to create the perfect moment for reconnection. It may come as an unexpected encounter, a spontaneous message, or a brave moment of courage. Trust the natural flow of events for this person. This reconnection is not just an attempt to resume contact. It's a step toward healing what was left undone between you. The angels want you to know that whatever happens, you are on a journey of love and self-discovery that goes far beyond this one connection. Trust that everything is unfolding according to a greater plan. The angels are delivering a powerful and heartfelt message to you today, one that speaks to your soul's journey and the emotions surrounding a significant relationship in your life. This message is a reminder that while someone important to you is preparing to open up and reveal truths, the decision of how to handle this situation is ultimately in your hands. The angels want you to understand that you have all the power and wisdom within you to make the best choice for your heart, your peace, and your future. God bless you, type. Amen if you believe.